He is known for being the successor to Zeno of Citium as the second head of the Stoic school in Athens. He is recognized for successfully preserving and developing Zeno's doctrines. He is Cleanthes, a Greek Stoic philosopher and boxer. Cleanthes, a Greek Stoic philosopher and former boxer, found himself in Athens after listening to the lectures of the renowned Zeno of Citium. Working as a water carrier by night to support himself, Cleanthes dedicated his days to studying and embracing the teachings of his mentor. When Zeno passed away in 262 BC, Cleanthes was entrusted with the responsibility of carrying forward the legacy of Stoicism as the head of the school. With unwavering dedication, Cleanthes not only preserved but also expanded upon Zeno's doctrines. He delved into Stoic physics, introducing new ideas and weaving them into the fabric of the philosophy. Guided by the principles of materialism and pantheism, Cleanthes developed Stoicism, molding it to align with these beliefs. His contributions to the field were not limited to theoretical concepts. Cleanthes also left behind a remarkable piece of writing known as the Hymn to Zeus, which stands as a testament to his philosophical prowess. Cleanthes' impact extended beyond his own era. His pupil, Chrysippus, went on to become one of the most influential thinkers in Stoic philosophy. Cleanthes' dedication to preserving and developing Zeno's doctrines ensured the continued relevance and growth of Stoicism, leaving an indelible mark on the history of philosophy. Cleanthes, a prominent philosopher of his time, revolutionized Stoic physics with his groundbreaking theory of tension. Unlike the prevailing belief that matter was dead and inert, Cleanthes proposed that it possessed a dynamic quality, setting Stoic materialism apart from other philosophical conceptions. He saw the world as a living, vibrant entity, filled with energy in tension. Expanding on his materialistic views, Cleanthes applied them to logic and ethics, developing Stoic pantheism. He argued that the soul, too, was a material substance, offering evidence through the transmission of bodily qualities and mental capacity from parent to child. He observed the interconnection between the body and soul, noting how physical harm inflicted on the body caused pain in the soul, and how emotional distress affected the body. This interdependence served as proof of the soul's material existence. In his teachings, Cleanthes also emphasized the continuation of the soul after death. However, he believed that the intensity of its existence varied based on the strength or weakness of each individual soul. This notion provided a framework for understanding the afterlife and the varying experiences one might encounter beyond the physical realm. Cleanthes held a deep reverence for the sun, considering it divine. He saw the sun as the sustainer of all living things, akin to the divine fire that animated every being. In his worldview, the sun was an integral part of the vivifying fire or ether that permeated the entire universe, connecting all living beings. There are some accounts that suggest Cleanthes accused Aristarchus of impiety for daring to set in motion the hearth of the universe. However, variations in the manuscripts have led to differing interpretations of this event. It remains a point of debate among scholars. The largest surviving fragment of Cleanthes' work is the Hymn to Zeus, which praises and honors Zeus as the highest privilege of all rational beings. This fragment, preserved in Stobaeus' writings, reflects Cleanthes' deep respect for the divine and his belief in the power of worship and reverence. Cleanthes' philosophy of tension, materialism, and pantheism has enduring relevance in our daily lives. It invites us to see the world as a dynamic, interconnected system, where everything is in constant motion and interaction. By recognizing the material nature of the soul, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of the mind-body connection and the impact our thoughts and emotions have on our physical well-being. Additionally, Cleanthes' appreciation for the divine in nature encourages us to find awe and inspiration in the world around us, fostering a sense of connectedness and purpose. Cleanthes, a prominent Stoic philosopher, believed that pleasure was not only not a good, but actually contrary to nature, and worthless. He saw the passions as weaknesses, lacking the strain and tension that he believed were essential for the strength of the soul. Cleanthes emphasized self-control and moral strength, stating that people often walk in wickedness for most of their lives, only attaining virtue late in their sunset years. His predecessor, Zeno, had stated that the goal of life was to live consistently, suggesting that only a passionless life of reason could be truly consistent with itself. Cleanthes expanded on this idea by adding the words, with nature, completing the famous Stoic formula that the goal is to live consistently with nature. For Cleanthes, this meant living in harmony with the course of the universe, which he believed was governed by reason. According to Cleanthes, every individual had the privilege of knowing or becoming acquainted with the world course and recognizing its rationality. He urged people to cheerfully conform to the universal order, seeing it as true freedom of will. This freedom meant not acting without motive or capriciously, but rather humbly acquiescing to everything that befalls one, in accordance with the universal order. Cleanthes encapsulated this belief in his famous prayer. O Zeus, giver of all things, who orders the course of the universe, grant me to follow the course which you have laid down and to comply with it willingly. Lead me, guide me, and grant that in every occurrence of my life I may adhere to your divine will. Cleanthes' philosophy of living consistently with nature offers valuable insights for our daily lives. It encourages us to embrace self-control, moral strength, and the recognition that pleasure alone does not lead to true fulfillment. By aligning our actions with the rationality of the universe, we can find freedom in accepting and adapting to life's circumstances. Cleanthes' teachings remind us to live in harmony with the world around us and strive for inner strength and resilience. Cleanthes, a philosopher born in Assos in the Troad in 330 BC, embarked on a remarkable journey that would shape his life and philosophy. From his humble beginnings as a successful boxer, Cleanthes found his calling in philosophy after coming to Athens with only 4 drachmae to his name. He began his intellectual pursuits by attending the lectures of Crates the Cynic, and later, those of Zeno, the Stoic. To support himself, Cleanthes took on the arduous task of working as a water carrier to a gardener during the night. Despite the physical demands of his job, he dedicated his entire day to the study of philosophy, even though he had no visible means of support. This led to his summoning before the Areopagus, where he had to explain his way of living. The judges were astounded by the evidence of his hard work and determination and voted to award him 10 minae, a substantial sum. However, out of respect for his mentor Zeno, Cleanthes declined the offer. Cleanthes' unwavering commitment to his studies and his ability to endure hardships earned him the nickname, the Ass, from his fellow students. Rather than being offended, Cleanthes took pride in the name, as it symbolized the strength of his back to bear the burdens placed upon him by Zeno. After Zeno's passing in 262 BC, Cleanthes succeeded him as the leader of the Stoic school. Despite his elevated status, Cleanthes continued to support himself through his own labor. Notable figures such as Chrysippus and Antigonus II Gonatas were among his pupils, with the latter even presenting Cleanthes with 3,000 minae. Cleanthes' life came to an end at the age of 99, around 230 BC. Afflicted by a dangerous ulcer, he had to abstain from food for a period. Even after recovering, Cleanthes chose to continue his abstinence, stating that since he was already halfway on the road to death, there was no need to retrace his steps. Even centuries after his passing, Cleanthes' influence endured. Simplicius, writing in the 6th century AD, mentioned a statue of Cleanthes that was still standing in Assos, erected by the Roman Senate. Cleanthes' life story serves as a testament to the power of perseverance, dedication, and the pursuit of knowledge, inspiring us to face life's challenges with strength and resilience.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.